Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So the hawk came out, sorry, not the hawks, the Fed came out hawkish, and that's the reason why we fell. So initially it was as expected, and we rallied, and then in the press conference afterwards, it was just not doom and gloom, but just a continuation of what we've been experiencing. So the recovery that everybody thought was here is basically null and void. So for me at the moment, we are still sideways. Okay, we still have an upward trend, although it's messy. We also have a crossover the moving averages. We've got a rejection of the 155. So the bottom of this 8-hour bar is also critical, but if you put a level in there, you'll see it does line up with some structure to the left. So let's just look at this on the hour. For me at the moment, I don't want to be jumping in short here. Just take this level, here and line it up there. We'll use this top one. So what we're looking for is a continuation to the downside. So that pin bar is quite telling there. You've got the confirmation bar. So we're looking to be short off 098726 or alternatively 098548. You're looking for price action on those areas. In other words, you're looking for a pin bar, inside bar, engulfing bar, and your first target is going to be probably the test of the lows here, which would be your first target. That's a 098170. Get through that, then you're looking at this trend line here at 097866. So in other words, we expect this downward trend on the hour to continue, and you do have a bit of resistance or zones of resistance to the left. So you start breaking through that. Start breaking through this trend line, then if I come back the 8-hour, you're going to see a little bit of a different picture. So this crossover here, which is a bullish crossover, is probably going to create some volatility. We also have non-farm payrolls tomorrow, so don't be too surprised if we just muck around here until tomorrow. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen, big down, big up, big confusion. Similar kind of setup here. We have tested some structure here, which was 145937. So if you just come back to the 1 hour, nice big pin bar there. I would prefer it to be a green pin bar, but nevertheless. So what we're looking for here is this gap to close. That's 148180. I'm going to leave that level in, and let's just move this down, and we do have one more level here. So this is the zone of support we're looking for. We've already got a pin bar here. So a break above this pin bar would validate this trade. So up there with a stop below it, you're looking at a 300-point stop loss for 743-point gain. So this is the first level, 147159, and then also 146983. Don't like the way the oscillator is looking at the moment though. So probably a bit sideways price action before we move up. And again, remember, we've got non-farm payrolls tomorrow, so same scenario here. Don't be too surprised if we just muck around in a range until tomorrow. Moving on to the British pound, Japanese yen, we have broken through the structure that we were looking at yesterday. Not much support coming there. Look at the oscillators though. So this is indicating to me that I should be looking for another area of potential support, and again, it is a zone. We've got a gap in that zone as well, so this would be around 167593 and 166320. So that's what we see on the 8-hour. We move down to the 1 hour, different story. We have a break of the moving averages. We've got a crossover the moving average, and we're pointing down. We are extremely oversold at the moment. So it'd be interesting to see what does happen here. And you can see we've got a lot of structure here, and then we've got the gap. So I would expect us to tag this area 167593, but then this gap as well. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer on this pair. We should be looking to ride this trend to the downside. So the best place for me at the moment is going to be an area which was tested yesterday. That is 168755. So pull back up to there, gets us for an opportunity short. The problem with that is if you look at how this trend has been going, it's going parabolic. So you can see that fairly clearly. If you just draw a trend line there, and then you go there, and then you go like that. So you can see it's forming a circle, well, a curve, should we rather say. So anyway, probably a steeper move down to here than a bounce. But if you start breaking this trend line, I'd be looking for an opportunity to come and test these levels here. But based on the 8 hour, that could just be a pullback. Look for an area of support, and you can see this zone of support here for another leg higher. So a couple of moves here, so be very patient with this one. I think probably wise just to sit and wait for a decent structure off a level. Anyway, so that's the kind of set of hands for me. Euro British pound. So we got a little bit of movement yesterday, but nothing really spectacular. We were looking for some kind of a rejection, and you can't see it on the 8 hour. 8 hour we are sideways, but we were looking for it on the hour. It didn't really materialize, and you can see we just had more of the same price action. So what we were looking at yesterday is a retest of this area here, and all that happens, we break through it and we use it as a support. So that is our line of, let's just call it our pivot line at the moment, which is 086025. Basically means, if we can hold this, then possibly a move higher. If we move below it, then a move lower. So we need to test that area. Then I'm going to do that. That is our range. So we don't do anything until we break this to the upside or to the downside. Look at the moving averages here. We're kind of coming together, but we'll be between the 155 EMA and the slow, faster moving averages. So that is a range. When we stay out of it, we don't look to trade when it is in that structure. So break the range, then we start looking at it. So moves to the upside, you're looking for 086264 to break and retest. Moves to the downside, you're looking for 086025 to test. So that's kind of my view today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.